Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Friday night, it's annual leave time and it's time for a beer from a brewery that I haven't had a drink from in, well, at least a couple of years. They are originally based in Bermondsey, South East London, and that happens to be my neck of the woods, almost Bermondsey, not far, Lewisham. Anyway, the brewery is Courage, the beer is this one. It is this one, it is their best bitter. And it is a best bitter weighing in a 3.6% ABV, and it is apparently been crafted with over 200 years of Great British brewing history. There's not an awful lot I can tell you about the beer from the back. It's got the usual ingredients, but it does tell you that it's a balanced multi-flavour with a distinctive hop character. Now, I can't remember if I've had this particular beer on cask before. I know I've had directors many times, and yeah, we're going to go for this one and see what we think of it today. So, like I say, I used to see this brewery all over the place when I was growing up, going visiting family. You sort of drive through Deptford, sort of towards Peckham and that way, and you'd see the pubs everywhere, you know, with cockerel all over the bars and whatnot. So yeah, so it's a brewery I know well. So the beer, it pours typically sort of amber coloured. Got a lovely malty nose coming from it. There we are, look at that. It's clear, amber coloured, golden-ish on the edges with an off-white head, good finger, and it's pretty decent and compact. It's a nice looking beer. Yeah, there's a touch of fridge haze because I have kept it very, very chilled because it's a very hot 32 degrees Celsius day and it's time for something cold to enjoy. So let's have a whiff. It looks good. It's malty. There is a little hint of fruit, sort of the dark fruit, sort of the raisins, that kind of thing. There is a hop note to it. It's more of a traditional English hop, think Challengers and Fuggles and that kind of thing. That real classic British vibe. That's exactly what's going on here, and I expected nothing less. Does it taste as good as it smells? Cheers. It's nice. It is nice. There is a real welcoming feel to this beer. It's warm, it's enjoyable, and by warm I mean like the atmosphere of the beer. It's inviting, it's comforting. There is that malt character, kind of fruitcakey, a little bit of that hop coming through. Again, it's a classic British vibe. There's nothing sort of US or anything like that about this. It's old school and it works. The body is somewhere between light and medium, not expected to be big and heavy, and let's say the mouthfeel is smooth, it's soft, it's silky, it's a very, very sessionable beer at only 3.6%. So yeah, there's malts here. There's more malt than there is hop. The hop is there, but it's very much playing second fiddle to the malt here. It is a beer that you would sit and enjoy a good few of in an evening without questioning it, and you wouldn't feel too bad afterwards either, let's be honest. The finish is short. It's not overly bitter for a best bitter. It's really, really well balanced. That's the key to take away from here, and I do believe they did mention that on the bottle. Yes, they did. Balanced multi-flavour with a distinctive hop character. It's balanced. It is malty. The hops are there, like I said, they're second fiddle to the malt in this equation. It works. It's a very pleasant, drinkable beer. Like I say, short but pleasant finish on the beer as well. It's not overly bitter. It's not overly hoppy. It is sort of malt forward. It's tasty. it's low on the ABV, and it's sensibly priced as well. It's 4 for £6 in Asda, which is where I got it. So, take courage. Best bitter. What do I think of you? Would I buy you again? Yeah, I would. I would love to have it on cask. From memory, like I say, I don't think I've had this on cask, but everything else that I've had from Courage has been really nice. You could tell it to be so much smoother on cask. It would just have that creaminess to it that would just really lift this one to a really good level. Would I rush out and buy it again? It's a good question. Let's go over what I like. I like the malt flavour. It's pleasant, it's warming, it's inviting, it's not too heavy on the ABV, it's a light sort of to medium body. I like all that, you know, it adds up to a nice sort of drinkable beer in the summer. Does it tick all of the boxes though? That's the question. I don't think it does, but it is a very tasty beer nonetheless. I will say no, I won't rush out and buy it again, but only just. Because I would just like a little bit more oomph to the beer. I know I say I like them big, hoppy and smash you in the face with absolutely no subtlety whatsoever. But I do also appreciate the skill that it takes to have a nice balanced beer and one that just isn't a big hop bomb all the time. So I'm going to give Courage Best Bitter 3.75 out of 5 on the old Untapped score sheet of joy, which, let's be honest, it's a pretty decent score. So, especially when you take into account my particular sort of way of grading from 1 to 5. 3 being I'd buy it again, 4 being I'd rush out and buy it again, and anything less than 3 might be drinkable, but anything further down than 2, you know, it's one that I would definitely not sort of be buying again in any time soon. Or, indeed, anything less than 1, it's pouring it straight down the sink, it's garbage. This one is definitely not garbage, it's a decent beer. So, we're at the point in the video where I've waffled enough explaining about the score and stuff like that, and I'm going to say, down there are some buttons, you know exactly what to do with them. Go like, comment, dislike and subscribe. Let me know if you've tried this beer in the past in the comments section below. On that note, I'm going to go and enjoy it, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.